Hello everyone and welcome back to J1 Aviation. So today we're looking at another scenario training for private pilots. So here's the setup for today. So let's say you're a private pilot and you plan to take your friend up for a flight. You get to the aircraft, and as you are pre-flighting it and as you're unpacking your flight bag, you realize you forgot your logbook at home. Yep, you forgot this guy. However, you still do have your pilot certificate and medical certificate on you. So can you still fly with your friend, or do you need to reschedule the flight? And then also, are there any other considerations to think about if you don't have your logbook with you? So the short answer is yes, you are still legal to fly. Private pilots don't need to carry their logbook when they go flying. So this is what FAR 61.3 says regarding requirements for certificates, ratings, and authorizations. So it says, no person may serve as a required pilot flight crew member of a civil aircraft of the United States unless that person, and I'm going to paraphrase a little bit here, but basically it says has in their physical possession or readily accessible in the aircraft three different things. One of them is a pilot certificate. The second thing is photo identification of that person, and that also has to be physically in your possession or readily accessible in the aircraft. And that photo identification can be like a driver's license, a passport. Those are probably like the most popular things. There are a few other things that are listed in that FAR. And then the last thing to have on you is a medical certificate. And then again, that says it also has to be in your possession or readily accessible in the aircraft. So in this example, fortunately for you, you did remember your pilot certificate and medical. So I'm going to assume that you drove to the airport, so you also have your driver's license on you, and then that satisfies as a government ID. So then you are good to go. You don't need your logbook. So what are some other considerations? Well, I mean, just in general, to carry passengers, you need to have made 3 takeoff and landings in the preceding 90 days in the same category, class, and type of aircraft. And then of course you would have needed a flight review in the previous 24 calendar months. So I've actually been in this scenario before and haven't brought my logbook. I guess another consideration to keep in mind from experience in this scenario is to write down your flight time somewhere when you're finished flying. So when you get back home, you remember how long your flight was. You know, this happened to me before, and then you don't go straight home, you do something else, and then maybe, you know, that day or a couple of days go by before you even remember to fill out your logbook. And then you're trying to, you know, think back and was like, was that 1.3? Was it 1.5 hours? You know, I can't remember. I don't know. So anyways, so hopefully, you know, you'll never forget your license or medical. But if there's an interesting story, I'd love to hear about it in the comments if you feel free to share. So there you go. Common documents for your flight: driver's license, pilot's license, and medical. So thanks everyone for watching today. We'll hope you join us on a future flight, and thanks for flying J1 Aviation.